All right, we got another story here. This is Buster Chops. We're looking at CBC News. Vancouver police ID a suspect in racially motivated attack against an elderly Asian man with dementia. Oh my God, this sounds terrible. So, Vancouver police say numerous tips from the public have helped investigators identify the suspect in what appears to have been a racially motivated assault at an East Vancouver convenience store last month. Police put out a call for help Wednesday and released a video of the March 13th incident. And at a news conference Thursday, Constable Tanya Vicinton said releasing the suspect's image to the public, even before charges have been brought forward, is just one aspect of an investigation. There are many pieces to the puzzle, including interviewing witnesses and suspects. We are so grateful for the help the community has given us, said Vicinton. The in-store surveillance video captured at a convenience store near Nanaimo Street and East First Avenue shows a white male who appears to be yelling at a 92-year-old Asian man who police said has dementia. I find it interesting, this is just an aside, that there have been a number of violent incidents that have taken place with people who were not white, and yet the stories in the past have not announced what race the person was or what color they were. It only seems to be when the person is white, the perpetrator is white, that they get so quickly on top of it. Other than that, they keep everything under covers. And all you hear when people try to find out details about who it was is it's an ongoing investigation. We can't really discuss the details of the case until the whole thing is played out. But here, they're very, very eager to do this. In a press release Wednesday, the VPD said the suspect in the attack was yelling racist comments about COVID-19. The suspect allegedly shoved the elderly man out of the store, which caused him to fall to the ground outside and hit his head. In the surveillance video released by police, the suspect appears to help the elderly man sit up, but police say the suspect left before they arrived. Vicinton also said the suspect has had previous dealings with the police, but did not provide any details. So I also am curious that if the suspect has had previous dealings with the police, and he's known to the police, and they had this video footage, then why did they put it forward, and why did it take numerous tips from the public to help investigators identify the man? My guess is that if he was so well known, they would be able to look at it and go and say, oh yeah, that's Bob, and we'll go pick him up and we'll deal with him. Because they would know the person. They would have had interactions with them. They would probably have an idea of where he lived or where he frequented. So again, it just seems odd to me that they would then release the video without having the full story when they ostensibly already know who this person is. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't. It just seems kind of weird that oftentimes they don't, and this time they did. Vancouver police, blah, 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 blah. So, when I read a story like this, though, here's what I think. I go, you know what? Is racism just rampant amongst society? And the answer to that is no. No, I don't think it is. So, is this a racially motivated attack? Well, maybe. Because if this guy's yelling stuff and he's pushing down a 92-year-old man and he's hollering about racist comments about COVID-19, maybe it is racial. But my default method goes, actually, to this guy here. He's either got a mental problem, he does drugs, and he's somewhat irrational, or he's low IQ, and he just sort of hears Chinese virus and he freaking makes the connection because he's just not smart. Okay? So I don't think that it is the most probable cause to jump to the fact that, oh, this evil white male is just so filled with hate over Chinese people that he's running around looking for 92-year-old men that he can shove down and manhandle. And he might. That might be the case. He might have just gone in and manhandled this guy and said, these freaking Asians are messing things up and causing us all to have horrible viruses. But that doesn't ring reasonable to me. So when I hear something like this, It just doesn't ring as reasonable. And I think there's more to the story. I think there is far more to the story than is being reported here, or than has been investigated. So let's look at some of the comments here. Good news, they ID'd the guy. His actions were complete. Animals like that should not be out in the public. Again, we don't know what's up with this guy. We don't know if he has mental issues. Right? A big, brawny, apparently fit and well guy attacked. What a hero. Not. Yeah. Oh, I think it's time that anger management was a required course in schools. No. I may do a video on schools later, but as far as I'm concerned, schools need to get all the social aspects out. It should be academic courses. That's it. And this person says apparently fat. Oh, that's good. Now we're body shaming. Oh my goodness. How terrible. I think Sigmund Freud would have an explanation for this thug's shortcomings. Oh, and there's a shot at the size of his penis. There we go. Yeah, there's some lots of understanding here. Lots of understanding. Lots of people looking to actually get all sides of the story before the information's in. Angry at the world because he's losing his hair. Oh, there you go. Another shot at his appearance. Probably has small hands too. More appearance. Oh my goodness. Not just hands. There we go. Another allusion to penis size. Let's see. This is one about a white man racially attacking an Asian man. People are asking for his head in a basket. The other one was about an elected member of the Conservative Party making racist comments about an Asian woman and getting a pass. There you go. Glad they caught the big bully. I think some time in prison and community hours in a senior's home would be a good start. He's probably already been in. Yeah, no prejudice there, right? And by prejudice, I mean prejudgmental, right? There's no prejudgment here, not at all, right? Oh, the big bully. Again, this is a guy who, where was this? It was First Avenue and Nanaimo Street. And First Avenue and Nanaimo Street is not known for its high class of individual. Okay, so here we go. Nobody thinking, oh, maybe there's more to the story. Maybe there is more going on, right? He's probably been in prison. Let's see here some more. He's a bully who found a victim. Oh, there you go. No excusing his actions, right? Nope, he's a monster and a terrible human being with anger issues. Yeah, there you go. Maybe he might be. Maybe he is a monster and a terrible human being. Or, again, as I say, we don't know, right? We don't know. Oh, and he says he may have started to panic a little after the full realization of what he'd done, right? And that's why he helped them up. Maybe. That's definitely a possibility. Definitely a possibility. This is disgusting. He should be getting an attempted murder charge. Yeah, punks like this everywhere. Oh, a hate crime. Ooh, a hate crime. This makes me sick. You called him big and brawny. Sure you don't mean fat slob and feeble-minded now. This, I think, could be it. This could be it. Because this is where I tend to lean. I tend to think that it's something to do with drugs. It's something to do with IQ. It's rather than something to do with, oh, it's just the average person who is so filled with hate and racism. Oh, here we go. This person here, yep, chosen the Jazarian. There you go. Every time I see articles, I think at least half the story is absent. Exactly. I totally agree. I'm glad this guy got 7 likes. So what if there's another half? Let me make it worse. The 92-year-old man has a weapon in his hand, okay? Just gonna square up. That's not the worst. That's not the worst at all, okay? For a story like this, I do not need to know the other half of the story. It's rude and disrespectful. So much understanding, right? So much of people just actually waiting to get all the facts before they make a judgment on this case, right? To mistreat the elderly with dementia is unacceptable in any shape or form. Yeah, maybe the old man has dementia. Maybe this dude here also has a mental problem. Maybe this guy has a mental issue that needs to be dealt with. We don't know. We don't know. And until we get all the facts, we shouldn't be quite so eager to jump on him and say that he's a freaking monster. And I say this again. He may be a monster. And if he is, and he's found to be so, he's found to be in full possession of his faculties, then he should be prosecuted to the law. But when I see something like this, it just doesn't ring true, and I have to think that there is, in fact, more to this story.